Well, good day to you. Over at my mom's today doing some more work. Thought I'd take a little break here. I was at the auction the other day and got a hold of this Coleman lantern. This is a 220F, and I don't think this has ever been run. It actually came from, if you can see that or not, we used to have well, we kind of still do. We used to have a chain of, I guess for lack of a better word, it's a department store called Richmond Gordman. And it's turned into Gordman's now, apparently. Richmond lost the place in a card game or something. I don't really know. And they used to be a department store, had a lot of stuff. And I got this in a bunch of stuff, and I don't think this has ever been run. The reason I say that is it did have the mantles on it, and the mantles were burned down. But if you look at the lid, it's not burned anywhere. And it's not sooted up. And everything is kind of loose on it. And I looked in the fuel tank. Here's the other reason. I'm also trying a kind of an experiment. I got a hold of a little webcam. This is a Logitech webcam, and so if the audio sound doesn't sound as good, well, I guess that's the way it is. Basically, I'm over here using this little webcam, a little tiny tripod in my PC, one of my laptops. The other reason I don't think this has been used is, if you look at this, none of this is rusted. And this actually has a metal upright. Some of these were brass. The older ones are brass. There's the... And it looks like this was built in 72. 1072. If you look, the generator isn't black now. It did have some mantles on it. And you can see here that they've been burned off. They're kind of hung on there. But that's the only place. The rest of this is in really good shape. There's another piece of the mantle. It's a pretty sweet find. It's kind of nice to see what one of these looks like before it's been beat to death. And all the documentation is on here. And this thing was $13.77 from whatever department. They actually had some barcoding. Wonder when this was. It's got the... there's the mantles. Some accessory books. And I see these all the time, a little Coleman fuel propaganda. Here's some stuff. Here's a Coleman Service Center, and I was trying to look on here and see where one was in our state. Bud and Nick's Gun and Tackle. Oh, McCook doesn't even... You gotta drive out to the middle of the state to get serviced. Remove ball nut below. Replace after installing top. Oh, there's a little shipping gizmo. The friendly little Coleman guy. What's funny is this, I always thought these were older, but this cartoon must be a little newer. Some of the goodies. There's a catalytic. In addition to this stove, I got one of these catalytic heaters, and it hasn't been opened yet. And to be really honest, I sold it online before I opened it. I sold it as an unopened item, and it disappeared almost immediately. I should have priced it a little higher, but that's okay. So this baby's in great shape. It's not all dinged up. There's another giveaway. The bottom isn't all chipped up. Usually they get chipped up around here, and the decal's a little, I don't know, yellowy. What a great find. Well, I'm going to slide her back in its little box for safekeeping. And put it out of the way for now. Hopefully that kept going. The screen went blank. Well, I suppose this is kind of just a test video just to see what this camera's like, and some other things. I need to actually I got a little axe to grind with where I bought this camera. I bought a couple things over the weekend from a kind of a place that shall remain nameless. They have apparently they claim they have price matching, but they don't. I took a ad in there and they gave me a bunch of lip about it. I bought two items. I bought this camera and I bought a little Sony personal, kind of like the old personal recorders or the dictaphone recorders. This is a solid state one. I'll talk about it a little bit later. And they wouldn't price match either one of those. It was not happy camper. And I looked online on their policies, and it's a pretty thin loophole for them. So I was gonna just let it go, but you know what? They kind of annoyed me by being the cashier was kind of a horse's butt. I mean, I kind of got this attitude. It wasn't, well, I'm sorry, sir, we price match, but this is the loophole we're going to use. It was, well, this is the loophole we're going to use. It kind of annoyed me. I thought, well, that's fine. So I went out of my way last night to find. I read the policy very carefully again, and I found a place online that there shouldn't be a loophole. And I went out of my way to find it, and actually, it's going to save me a substantial amount of money. I should have just. I usually don't buy things online unless they're really cheap or for some specific reason. I try to support local businesses, and to be really honest, this isn't a mom and pop place, so I'm not. It's a national chain, and kind of grumpy at them about their attitude about the whole thing. So I'm going to go wave this in their face. And actually, it's going to make more work for them because now they're going to have to look at my receipt and probably void it and refund all my money and then charge it back. And it'll be a big hassle, but it'll be worth it to me to rub their nose in it. Like I said, I usually not like that, but just the attitude kind of whizzed me off. I don't know. Call me petty. Anyway, there's not anything particularly special about this video other than me jacking around, so if you want to leave a comment, open, my PC's in a new network and it's very unhappy. It's finding all sorts of things that it thinks are suspicious, which I think is funny. So I'll be interested to see how this video comes out. I think the video part of this will be great. I think it's the audio that's going to kind of lack a little bit. But we'll try and make the best of it. Anyway, you'll probably be seeing more of me if you're a regular follower. If you're new to this channel and stumbled onto this video, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you want to back up a few videos, you'll find out what's going on. Anyway, take her easy. Have a great day.